peeks of sunshine. A few more clouds than yesterday, though, and cloud cover continuing to increase a bit this afternoon. Coming in from the south, a little cloudier in northern Arkansas likely today. And there is a chance for an isolated shower for some this afternoon. Most will stay dry, maybe a little bit better of a chance heading into the evening, and greatest south of I-44 into northern Arkansas. But many stay dry today and overnight tonight. A small shower chance tomorrow morning, clipping some of our northernmost counties. But over the next few days, not everyone sees rain. Most will actually stay dry. And temperatures right now warming up nicely. It's already hot. We're in the upper 70s, 79 in Branson and Mountain Home, 77 in Monette and Camdenton, and 77 in Lebanon right now. Throughout the day today, temperatures jumping back into the low to mid 80s this afternoon as cloud cover increases. Our temperatures will start to warm up slowly. So we'll continue to see temperatures back in the low 70s by around 9 o'clock, and highs today I'd say around 82 to 83 degrees for many, with a few spots maybe a little bit warmer. But regardless, we're still close to average. It's still a little bit more humid and some better rain chances this weekend. That'll time out coming up soon. This afternoon, here's 4 o'clock. I'd say mostly in the evening we could see maybe a little bit of rain, mostly south of I-44. A brief pocket of heavy rain possible, but nothing severe expected for the day today. And then overnight tonight, most are dry. Closer to sunrise tomorrow morning, maybe a stray shower or two clipping some of our northernmost counties. That better rain chance off to our north, though. And then tomorrow afternoon, I think we'll see a lot of dry time as well. Partly sunny for the day and maybe a few very isolated showers for some, but not too bad of a Friday. Trends are a little bit drier now for the day tomorrow than previous. Now today, temperatures warming up fast this afternoon. Will be in the low to maybe even a few mid 80s by around 4 o'clock. Evening temperatures at 9 in the low to mid 70s, and your overnight lows tonight will be back in the mid to upper 60s, maybe some spots even in the low 70s north of I-44 to start Friday off. Now today, humidity is going up a bit more from yesterday, and then we'll continue to rise slowly heading into the start of next week. And next week is going to be hot, and it is going to be very steamy for us. We are looking at high humidity and temperatures really warming up next week as well, too. So we'll be in the low to mid 80s from today all the way through much of your weekend and at the start of next week. 85 on Friday, 83 now on Saturday, maybe just a little bit cooler with a few more showers and thunderstorms, and overnight lows staying in the mid to upper 60s. Here's what we're tracking, though. Big area of high pressure still working its way off towards the south and east. Clockwise rotation around a high pressure is helping pull in some more Gulf moisture, and it goes up today and tomorrow, but really rich moisture in place for the weekend and especially at the start of next week. These reds, kind of really tropical moisture that does arrive by Sunday for parts of the area and will help boost maybe some rainfall totals in some spots. Now Saturday morning starts off dry. I do think, though, into the afternoon we could see a few isolated showers and thunderstorms, maybe a little bit better of a chance potentially in the evening. This model's a little drier in the evening. It's about a 30% chance on Saturday, so certainly a lot of dry time as well. Sunday, though, will be kind of the wetter day of the weekend. A few morning showers, but widespread rain moving in more Sunday afternoon and into the evening, and then continuing to see a bit of rain overnight into Monday morning, and then maybe a few more showers hanging around Monday afternoon. Total wise, I'd say it's about an inch and a half for many through the week, maybe west of 65 in a few spots, maybe closer to about 2 inches, potentially an isolated area greater than 2.5 inches. Don't want to rule that out thanks to all of the moisture in place, but that would be kind of if you sit underneath a thunderstorm. So there is a potential for maybe some localized flooding in spots. Wouldn't be widespread. The 80s for highs, partly sunny with an isolated shower chance. Humidity going up. We'll likely feel like the upper 80s at times this afternoon, and then no problem really heading into the evening. A few more clouds and rain chances. Still pretty isolated Friday, widely scattered Saturday. I think we still have a lot of dry time Saturday, and some will stay completely dry. A bit cloudier in northern Arkansas. Maybe a few peeks of sunshine here in southwestern Missouri. Currently looking pretty dry, but there is a chance for a few isolated showers into the afternoon, mostly in the evening hours south of I-44, and most will stay stay dry for the day today. We'll stay dry through the night tonight, outside of maybe a small chance for an isolated shower early tomorrow morning in some of our northernmost counties. Temperatures right now have warmed up fast. We are in the upper 70s to even some low 80s. Now the warming trend will begin to slow down as we have our cloud cover increasing right now, and temperatures today will gradually warm up. I'd say in the low to mid 80s for many. Some spots may be a little warmer here and there. 79 by 6 o'clock, and then low 70s around 10. Highs today around 82 to 83 degrees for many. Some spots may be hitting up to 85 this afternoon depending on how much sunshine you see, but we're still close to average for this time of year, and rain chances begin to go up as we head closer to the weekend. I'll talk more about the timing and how much you can expect coming up. Very isolated showers develop across parts of the area, really mostly now here in Missouri, actually, where we have an isolated shower in parts of Phelps County, back over just northeast of Cassville right now, tracking off to the north. A few over towards Golden City along I-49, Cedar, St. Clair County getting in on a little bit of rain there too. Very isolated. I'd say a little bit more rain than what this model here shows for the afternoon, but still it's kind of more hit or miss. The chance is only about 20 to maybe up to 30% this afternoon for an isolated shower. And still this evening, maybe a little bit of rain south of I-44. Overnight tonight, mostly dry. We could see a few isolated showers clipping some of our northernmost counties by tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, there is also an isolated shower chance, but most will stay dry for the later half of your Friday. And then are now going to start to slow down in the warm up for the day. So right now many are already in the low 80s, but we won't warm up too much more, I should say, by 4 o'clock this afternoon, thanks to clouds and thanks to a little bit of rain. By 9 p.m. we'll be in the low to mid 70s, and overnight tonight some mid to upper 60s, maybe even low 70s north of I-44 tomorrow morning. And you'll notice humidity is a little bit higher today than the last couple of days. Humidity continues to gradually increase into the start of next week, and it should be pretty steamy at times next week, with highs also warming up as well. This weekend though, low to mid 80s, right around average. We'll have a few showers, especially on Sunday. More widespread rain will be possible on Sunday, but Saturday also not looking to be a washout by any means. So we're tracking this big area of high pressure situated in the southeast by tomorrow. Clockwise rotation around a high is helping push in some more Gulf moisture here in our area, and tomorrow it's increasing a bit. That really becomes a bit more tropical as we head into Saturday, but especially on Sunday as this red continues to shift a little bit further to the north, and that will help our rain chances increase, but also really kind of looking at maybe a few more heavy downpours thanks to all of the moisture that the atmosphere has to work with. So on Saturday, it won't be a washout, but I do think we see a few afternoon isolated to widely scattered showers across the area, continuing into the early evening, and then overnight maybe a stray shower or two. By Sunday morning, a little bit of rain. Sunday afternoon and evening looks to be the wettest, and then more rain hangs around overnight into Monday morning, and maybe a few more showers Monday afternoon. Rainfall total wise, this is the good part. We do still need more rain. We are looking at on average most picking up about an inch to an inch and a half. I think everyone sees at least a little bit of rain over the next 7 days, with most maybe closer to that 1 inch mark. But some spots could potentially pick up maybe around 2.5 inches of rain. Locally higher totals if you do get in on a thunderstorm. But overall, everyone is going to see rain for the week ahead, and you'll see humidity, a decent amount of rain here across the central U.S., all thanks to a steady surge of moisture coming in from the Gulf. Right now, a decent amount of rain coverage back over in parts of Louisiana, eastern, and even into parts of central Texas right now, and parts of southern Arkansas. Nothing severe though, but a few thunderstorms possible throughout the day today. Rain starting to pop up here in the Ozarks, and then back over to our northwest. We have a bit of rain as well, back moving out of Kansas into Nebraska and Iowa right now. And some of those storms today could be on the strong to severe side. Off to our north and west, level 1 marginal threat, and then a level 2 slight threat back over over from Montana, Wyoming into South Dakota and parts of Nebraska and Minnesota today. Tomorrow, still off to our north, the severe threat sits. Level 2 site risk there highlighted in yellow. And today, 83 here in Springfield, 85 in Dallas, 77 in Omaha. Much of the U.S. looking pretty summer-like. 90 in Washington right now, or I should say for the day today. And we'll continue to see summer hanging around through the weekend with some summer-like pop-up thunderstorms that'll time out again coming up soon. A few scattered showers across the area, mostly here in Missouri right now and west of Highway 65. Some spotty rain working its way on through. Brief pockets of heavy rain. They'll move through quickly though, and as we head into the day today, rain once again pretty isolated. I want to show you the latest drought monitor though. It came out today. This is a look at last week's where we did see some minor improvements. This week, we do have some really great improvements, especially in parts of northern Arkansas. We're finally removing exceptional drought out of north central Arkansas. It is still in far northeastern Arkansas, north of Jonesboro, and we do still have extreme drought, which obviously isn't great, but honestly, it's a lot better than exceptional. And we have seen some really decent rain in this area over the last 2 weeks. And we have more to come over the next 7 days to hopefully help eat away at the rest of the drought across the area. We'll have a few isolated showers today, tomorrow, Saturday, widely scattered, more widespread on Sunday, and then a few more lingering into Monday and Tuesday, many picking up another inch to about 1.5 inches over the next 7 days. Average for this time of year. We'll have a few isolated showers possible this afternoon, may help cool you off, but it's still going to feel a little bit hotter today. We'll likely feel like the mid to a few upper 80s this afternoon thanks to higher humidity. Another rain on radar. Right now, not everyone's seeing rain. The greatest coverage is mostly today west of Highway 65, and we have another swath moving in from northern Arkansas. Right now, nothing severe, and we'll continue to see a little bit of rain over the next couple of hours. By 7 o'clock, coverage starting to shrink up a bit, and overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning, I don't want to rule out maybe a few stray showers clipping some of our northernmost counties. Tomorrow afternoon, not a washout by any means, but another chance for a few just isolated showers. I think coverage maybe tomorrow even a little bit less than what we've had this afternoon. Temperatures right now in the low to mid 80s, 82 in Lebanon, 81 in Monette, 83 in Harrison right now. Pretty average for the day today. It is a bit muggy. We've had a few more clouds moving in this afternoon. Temperatures in the low 70s by around 9 o'clock with a few passing clouds heading into the evening and overnight tonight. Lows will be back in the mid to upper 60s, a few spots waking up in the 70s, potentially north of I-44. And tomorrow afternoon will be a little bit warmer. We'll climb back into the mid 80s for highs and a better rain chance heading into the weekend. I'll talk more about when you can expect widespread coverage coming up. And Greene County here, northern Greene County. And then this swath in northern Arkansas starting to work its way further to the north. A little bit of lightning within that as well, but once again, nothing severe expected heading into the evening. We'll see a few more showers hanging around. I'd say maybe a little bit more than what this model shows here at 8 o'clock, but same story, mostly in northern Arkansas, kind of along and west of 65, and then drier overnight tonight outside of maybe a stray shower early tomorrow morning that could clip some of our northernmost counties. Tomorrow afternoon, though, partly sunny. Isolated shower chance again, but I do think most will stay dry, and then another chance for rain heading into the weekend. Temperatures this evening, though, we'll be back in the low to mid 70s at 9 o'clock. Overnight lows tonight in the mid to upper 60s, some spots north of I-44 in the 70s, and then highs tomorrow still around average, but we'll be in the mid 80s for many tomorrow afternoon. Humidity is pretty muggy today, and it stays high all the way through the rest of the week and getting pretty steamy actually heading into the start of next week. And that's also when our temperatures start to warm up more as well. So we'll stay in the low to mid 80s through the entire weekend. Shower chances going up with the best chance this weekend falling on Sunday. Overnight lows staying warmer as well. And here's kind of what's happening. Into Friday, we're still tracking this big area of high pressure. Clockwise rotation. That means Gulf moisture is going to continue to be pulled here up into the Midwest, and really kind of some rich tropical moisture in place this weekend, especially on Sunday. And so that will mean that we could see some more pockets of heavy rain, and there is the potential for some localized flooding. I don't think it'll be widespread, but certainly some spots could see maybe more than 2 inches of rain, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But Timing this out, Saturday morning, we'll see maybe a few isolated showers from the morning into the early afternoon, more widely scattered by Saturday evening. And then overnight, a few isolated showers into Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon and evening. Your better chance for maybe some more widespread rain across much of the area. That hangs around overnight into the day on Monday. A few scattered showers for your Monday, but maybe some brief dry time here and there as well on Monday. And then a few linger into Tuesday of next week. So I think we're looking at about an inch to an inch and a half of rain on average for our entire area. However, locally higher totals greater than 2.5 inches of rain will certainly be possible if you do sit under a thunderstorm over the next several days, just because of how much moisture we have in place to work with. So some localized flooding could be possible, but not widespread. For the week ahead, showers and a few thunderstorms. Right now, a thunderstorm working its way out of our area, about to head up towards Clinton, but still a little bit of rain over towards Osceola right now. Rain moving into Benton County up towards Fristow and eventually Warsaw. Some brief pockets of heavy rain there. And rain coverage is shrinking up here across parts of southern Missouri and DePaul County. Still a little bit of light rain, though, likely around Bolivar. Isolated shower in eastern Douglas County there. And in northern Arkansas, we are tracking another little wave of rain and some thunderstorms moving into parts of Madison County, about to head up towards Jasper and moving into Carroll County as well, eventually maybe up towards Eureka Springs, Green Forest there. We do still need the rain, but I do have some great news. This is a look at last week's drought monitor, and I want to show you the changes we saw this week. Some big changes, really great ones actually. Exceptional drought has now been removed from northern Arkansas, or north central Arkansas I should say. Northeastern Arkansas north of Jonesboro does still exist, and we've continued to shrink up. Extreme drought as well, still there, but it is a lot lower. So we have seen a decent amount of rain over the last 2 weeks to help try and alleviate some drought conditions. But of course, we do still have drought, and we do have more rain chances on the way, and they are still going to be very beneficial for us, especially as we have some more scattered to almost widespread rain at times on Sunday and into early Monday as well, with many this week picking up, I'd say, around an inch to at least an inch and a half of rain. 70s by around 9 o'clock. A few isolated showers still this evening, but many will stay dry and a few passing clouds tonight. Overnight lows only cooling off back in the mid to even some upper 60s, waking up tomorrow morning. And I think we could see maybe an isolated shower, maybe tomorrow morning in our northernmost counties, and a small chance tomorrow afternoon. Saturday and Sunday, some better chances, especially on Sunday. Time out the dry time for your weekend forecast coming up on KY3 News at 5. Few isolated thunderstorms. Those people may be getting off the water. We do have a little bit of rain and some thunderstorms off to the south of the lakes right now, heading off to the north, and a little bit of rain and thunderstorms moving out of our area back now into central Missouri, back up towards Clinton. But we could see a few isolated showers still this evening. An isolated rumble of thunder. Coverage is continuing to decrease, though, over the next couple of hours. Tomorrow morning, maybe a stray shower, mostly north of I-44. And then tomorrow afternoon, I think we'll see a few isolated showers as well, but many will stay dry and partly sunny for your Friday. Temperatures are back in the low to mid 80s, already 84. Now here in Springfield, 82 in Monette, 81 in Mountain Home, and 80 in West Plains. Over the next couple of hours, temperatures falling back slowly into the low 70s around 10 o'clock. A few passing clouds overnight tonight, and we'll wake up in the mid upper 60s tomorrow morning. Some low 70s north of I-44 around Stockton, Camdenton, and highs tomorrow afternoon will be back in the mid 80s. Better rain chances this weekend. I'll talk about widespread showers coming up soon. We'll have a little bit of rain. Coverage is a bit less than what we've had this afternoon. North of I-44, a few showers. Back now, moving out of Bolivar, tracking off into parts of Dallas County there, and moving up towards Benton County. A little bit of lightning up towards Clinton. And right now, rain working its way into northern Arkansas, into Carroll and Boone County right now. Past through Jasper with some heavy rain and maybe a little bit of lightning here and there. Nothing severe, though, expected. The next couple of hours, rain coverage will continue to shrink up. We'll see a few passing clouds overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, and I don't want to rule out a stray shower clipping some of our northernmost counties tomorrow morning, but that better rain chance stays mostly off to our north. Tomorrow afternoon, a few more isolated showers. I do think many, though, will be dry and coverage will be less than what we had this afternoon. Into the evening hours, same story, isolated, but many will be dry Friday late evening and certainly overnight. Temperatures this evening, though. Low to mid 70s by 9 o'clock. We'll see overnight lows in the mid to upper 60s, a few low 70s north of I-44. And then tomorrow afternoon, many in the mid 80s. Some low 80s in a few of our eastern counties. We're still around average for this time of year, but humidity stays pretty high. It's continued to be high today and will stay high all the way through next week, really even getting steamy at times with our highs warming up as well, so feels like temperatures will play a factor, especially by the middle of next week. This weekend, low to mid 80s. We have a couple more rain chances Saturday and Sunday. There's still a lot of dry time this weekend, though, especially on Saturday. Coverage for Sunday will be almost widespread, though, at times during the day. And here's kind of what's happening. Big area of high pressure off to our southeast now. It's helping to actually wrap around more Gulf moisture and shoving it here into the Midwest, and that is going to help increase maybe some rainfall totals as we head into the weekend. A really rich tropical moisture in place. We'll definitely feel it by Sunday, and we could see some localized flooding in spots with this. So Saturday morning and afternoon, maybe a few isolated to widely scattered showers. Like I said, though, I do think we could have a lot of dry time still during the day, and then overnight isolated rain into Sunday morning. Sunday afternoon, here's the widespread showers moving in the afternoon and continuing in the evening and overnight with a little bit more rain hanging around for the day on Monday. Rainfall total wise about 1 inch to 1.5 inches across the area through the week. Locally higher totals. Greater than 2 inches of rain could be possible in some spots as well. So there is the potential for some flooding. It won't be widespread.
Summer's here.
Yes. You want to read it today, Paul?
Yeah, I'll read it. On June 4th, 1869, Henry Ford rode his first Ford through the streets of Detroit. What was it called? A Model T, a quadricycle, or a 999?
Do you know the answer?
I have a guess.
Okay.
But I don't know the answer for sure.
I'm going to call it, I'm going to say B, quadricycle.
That's my guess, too. So let's see if this is right. It is.
Yes.
On June 4th, 1869, Henry Ford rode his first Ford through the streets of Detroit called a quadricycle, and that's what it looked like. I guess the Model T came later.
Yeah, that's a bit later, I think. But this is fun. This is fun answering the questions when I don't know the answers.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a little different.
Yeah, I guess he sold this thing for $200.
That's a steal.
Back in 1869, that's a lot of money, though. Yeah. All right. Just pick up today.
Yep, today and tomorrow, same. And so we'll be watching out for that and rain this weekend.
Hopefully you have clear skies and a shot to